What's up, guys? Thanks for coming to my channel. So this is pretty much the most exciting video I've ever done, and this is a collab video. It's going to be with my friends Vanessa and Jackie, and of course I'll link their videos below. And if you're coming from their channels to mine, then thank you very much. So we're going to be doing this awesome collab about transforming into Disney villains, and I won't tell you what they are unless you've seen it already, but you're going to have to go to their channels and find out because it's a surprise. And I'm going to be transforming myself into Mother Gothel. Now, at first I was going to be doing the evil queen from Snow White, and I kept looking at her pictures, and you know, she's the one with like the jousting black thing that you can only see her face in, and she's wearing a crown. Her eyebrows are very, very skinny, and I just didn't think I could pull it off. So I do think that I can pull off Mother Gothel from the movie Tangled, which is kind of a newer movie as far as Disney goes, and I love that movie so much. I think it's so cool. And Mother Gothel, insert picture here. So there's two versions of Mother Gothel. We have the young and beautiful Mother Gothel, and then we have the old, dying, wrinkly Mother Gothel. And I decided I'm going to do the young, sexy one because why not? My hair is the same color. It would be pretty hard to make my hair gray unless I were to get a wig, and then I have to get a gray wig, and it just seems easier to curl all of my hair instead of getting a wig. And so I hope you like my transformation. I'm going to go ahead and... So the first thing I'm going to do is curl all my hair in really, really tight curls using this curling rod, including my bangs, because Mother Gothel has like little curly cues that are short that hang right in the front. This might take a while, so I'm going to go ahead and do all this, and I'll be back. Alright, we're getting there. A little history if you've never seen Tangled. I'm going to tell you about Mother Gothel. So, there's this flower laying in a field, and this flower just so happens to have magic powers, and if you touch it and sing a little song, it makes you young again. So no matter how old you get, you can always stay young if you just, do your thing with the flower. And so Mother Gothel, I don't know how old she is, like hundreds of years old. She never ages because she just continues to make herself young again over and over and over. So the king and queen decided to take this flower out of the field and use it for Rapunzel, because Rapunzel was the baby princess and she was sick and she needed it, blah blah blah. And so it turned her hair from brown to golden yellow, and so now the magic is in her hair. It's no longer in the flower. So Mother Gothel steals Rapunzel, and ever since she was a baby, she just thought Mother Gothel was her actual mother. And so, in order for her to stay young all the time, she has to touch her hair as Rapunzel sings the song that she's supposed to sing to make her young. And that's basically the gist of it. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep on curling my hair. Almost done here. So I'm all finished with my curls. Now this is just about as curly as my hair can be with the tools that I have. So I'm just going to kind of push my hair out of my face for now, and then we'll worry about that afterwards. I'm just cleaning my face for now, and then I'm just going to moisturize and prime, and then we can get to the fun stuff, aka the makeup. Now I don't know how much I'll actually be able to change the shape of my eyebrows, but her eyebrows kind of go with the shape of her eyes, and her eyes are really big and deep set, and they have a specific shape to them, which is kind of like a bigger version of my eye, and it just kind of goes up and then down like that, and it follows the shape of her eye. So I'm going to do the best I can with it, but I mean, you can't really change the way your eyebrows are, but I'll see what I can do. And I'm going to be using my Dip Brow pomade in the color dark brown. Lately I've been going with auburn, but I think for this particular look it needs to be dark brown. So I'm just going to use my angled brush and just start filling in my eyebrows. So as far as villains go, her eyebrows are not very thin and villainesque. They're not very thick either. They're just pretty normal. So normally I would make my eyebrows maybe a little bit thicker than this, but they're kind of in between, so I just kind of wanted to leave them about this thin. Next I'm going to go in with my eyeshadow base, and I'm going to use MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. Yeah, I don't know why it took me so long to spit that out, but that's all I'm doing. I'm just going to apply a thin layer of this to my eyelids up to the brow bone. Now, my goal here is to try to make my eyes appear larger than they are, so, oh, and the crease has to be a lot more deep set, which I've never really, I don't think I've ever tried to do that before, so this might be a challenge, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with just a skin tone eyeshadow just to give myself a base for the other color. Now I'm going to take the shade Soft Brown by MAC, and I'm going to place it into the crease just as a base. Most of the time I avoid the inner corner with the crease color, but
what I'm saying here is that I'm focusing the brown more towards the inner corner than the outer corner.
I have to work with this brown eyeshadow. Now going in with the darker brown, I'm just going to use Brown Script by MAC, which is kind of a little bit of a reddish brown, but I think this shade would work. Sorry. And I'm going to go in with a smaller crease brush, and I really want to make that shape, so I'm going to start really close to my brow and just kind of make a shadow that goes straight down like this. Now I kind of want to blend that out a lot. So I'm just going to go in with a mini brush and fix what I screwed up on here. I think it looks perfect. Just going to leave it like that. Yep, that's it. That's all there is to this look, guys. Just kidding. I'm just going to use a little matte white to give myself a brow bone highlight here. So I'm just going to use a flat brush, and I'm going to focus it right on the tail end of the brow. Here we go. I'm going into the Nude palette, and I'm going to take this color Sleek, and it's just really, really dark matte brown. I'm going to use this teeny weeny pencil brush, and I'm just going to apply a little bit to where I would want my crease to actually be. So I'll just kind of show you what I'm talking about here. I think it's working so far. I'm really happy. This is good. This is good. Alright, so now I want to take a flat brush like this, and I'm going to go in with Soft Brown, that MAC eyeshadow I showed you earlier, and I'm going to place that all over the lid because if you look at her pictures, she does have just like a wash of brown eyeshadow on. You can definitely see that. So I do want to make it lighter than the crease though. So that's why I'm going in with this soft brown. Yeah. Probably going to need to blend this corner in a little bit. This is like the opposite of what I try to do in real life with my eyeshadows. This is very fun. Wasn't sure how this was going to turn out, but I like it a lot. It's really hard to get like cartoon eyeballs on a real face. If anyone knows how to do that, props. Alright, so now I'm going to go into the lash line and I just want to darken that up. So I'm probably going to just use eyeshadow for this because I don't want it to be like bam eyeliner. I just want it to be like a thicker lash line. So I think I'm going to go in with a brush like this. And I'm going to go in with a really dark black eyeshadow. So the blackest one I have is from the Nude palette and it's called Serious. So I'm just going to take it into the eyeshadow and drag it along the top lash line and hope that it comes out good. It's really hard to do this with a cracked mirror, but we're making it happen. So I'm going to go ahead and do my other eye, and I'll be back. So this is what it looks like so far, and I'm just going to drag a little bit of eyeshadow on the lower lash line, and I'll just use that really dark matte brown called Sleek from the Nude palette. I think that would be a good color to go with, and I'm just going to bring it about that far inwards. Where's my pencil brush? I don't know, I'm just going to take a little bit of a bigger brush. Can't seem to find the one that I want, so I'm just going to drag that on the lower lash line. And so now I'm going to move on to lashes. I'm definitely going to curl my lashes, put on mascara, and then put on some false lashes because why not? So I went and did my mascara off camera, but I kind of decided at the last minute that I don't want to have full-on eyelashes. So I'm going to do some accent lashes on the outside corners of my eyes, and so I just cut these up. And so I'm going to just apply one each on the outside corners. So I'll just walk you through that. So to put my accent pieces on, I just take a little bit of Duo Lash Glue and I apply it to my hand because I just think it's easier that way. And so the pieces of eyelashes that I cut, it kind of goes at an angle like that, so I want to put this one on this eye. So I'm just applying the glue. Now I'm just going to wait a few seconds for this to get tacky. It's magic. That's all there is to that. I'm just going to do the same thing with my other eye. I've already moisturized and primed using MAC's Nature Radiance in Radiant Rose. Actually, I haven't yet. That's totally a lie. I'm like priming right now. And because, you know, she has a very youthful glow to her because of all that drinking from the fountain of youth, that's why I'm using this primer, because it makes me look more radiant. Or does it? I don't really know. I just kind of hope it does. Alright, so that's good. Now I'm going to go in with Makeup Forever HD foundation, and my shade is one. I didn't really use the Beauty Blender to apply foundation in a while, so I'm just going to, you know, I'm just going to use my Beauty Blender. One section at a time. Cover up all my awesome pimples that I have on my chin. I don't know where I got these pimples from, but all of a sudden it was like two gigantic, like disgusting pimples right here, and it's awful, and they're painful, they're under the skin. I had to like pick at it because I know I learned my lesson way too many times, you're not supposed to do that. But yeah, if anyone has any good remedies for those pimples, let me know. I haven't had them in one forever. I don't know what I did. Probably ate chocolate or something. to conceal my under eye bags. To conceal my bags, I'm going to be using MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in my shade I use, can't talk. I use NC15, so, because I'm white, I'm a ghost. So Mother Gothel has this nice glow to her face. Her cheeks are a little pink, her lips are a little pink. Not a whole lot going on the face. So I'm going to do a little bit of contouring on the cheeks, and so I'm going to take MAC's Studio Finish Concealer in NW20, so it is definitely darker than my skin tone. I'm just going to slap a little bit on my hand, and I'm going to go in with this small stippling brush. This is an e.l.f. stippling brush, by the way. I think this is new, and I really like it for this particular thing that I'm doing here. So I'm just going to apply some right under my cheekbones to use as contouring. Highly recommend doing this or using this for contouring because, I don't know, I just love it. I think it's much better than the powder that I've been doing lately. Making the switch. And that's all there is to it. You just need a little bit, and that's all you need. So you just kind of stipple it on where you want it and then just buff it in. So now I'm going to get me some pink blush and some, fortunately I forgot the name of this Milani blush, but it's this pink one right here, and I'm just going to dab a little bit of that on the apples of my cheeks.
Well, let's be real, my cheeks don't exactly have apples, so I'm just going to do the best I can.
And I'm going to take this lipstick, this is Just Peachy by Wet n Wild, it's my last collection. And I'm going to top that with Smashbox Candy Lip Gloss. So now I'm just going to change into the appropriate attire, and I will be right back. Whew. Now we're talking. Little Mother Gothel has this maroon dress that's kind of like a peasant top, and it's really long. So I did the best I could with what I had. Both of these dresses are from Kohl's, and I just kind of layered them on top of each other because, you know, it's supposed to be maroon, but this sleeve only goes down to here. So then I got the most peasant top-y thing that I had and put it underneath. So I also want to just make my curls a little bit more disorganized. So I'm going to flip my head forward and kind of comb the curls out with my fingers. And she has her little hairs that are sticking out up front, although my hair is definitely not curly enough to pull it off. It was kind of tough to get the curling iron to curl these short little pieces of hair. But you just do the best you can. And I don't know. Voila. Hopefully I kind of look like her. And that's all there is to it. Hopefully this video is fun to watch. And definitely check out the other girls' videos because I'm sure they're going to be so awesome. I can't wait to see them myself.
And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.